Okay. You know the drill. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. I guess that's good. Did Pam lose weight? I don't know. Maybe it's the outfit. I was rocking with her red dress tonight. I liked the dress. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Let me go ahead and tweet the live stream out. Hopefully more people show up. Trust and believe this will not be long. Not much to talk about. This episode really didn't give us much to work with. And I did watch the Oval this morning. It was all right, but even still, there wasn't much there to talk about. I wanted to put a whole bag of socks in Maurice's mouth. Maurice had a couple of good moments, but then he just crossed way too many lines. Just calling Andy out of her name, calling Sabrina out of her name. Just give it a rest. His scene with Zach was funny, but then of course, excuse me. This 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 dude just can't take anything seriously, and it got old fast. I mean, this was textbook filler at its finest. And I mean, the only things to talk about is Sabrina and Maurice are free. Tamara has come back. Zach got his son taken away. And that's really it. I mean, yeah, a couple other things sprinkled here or there, but it was boring. I mean, it was cool to see Marcus Henderson from Smart Guy. It was cool to see him. Jason Weaver. Um, Zach and Fatima just talking. I mean, it was cool to see them brainstorming how to deal with the Michael and Heather thing. And really, that was about it. I mean, I just summed up the episode in a few seconds. Trust and believe my episode review for tonight won't be long at all. I might go ahead and review it. Record it later. And I'm just sitting there thinking about Karen in the salon. Like, all of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided if you had simply reinstated insurance after Zach gave you that $77,000. Because remember, she had insurance when her old employee quit and took most of her clients with her. With him. That's when Karen said she took off the insurance because she needed the money. And then Zach gave her $5,000. Zach gave her $72,000. She should have reinstated the insurance right then and there. That would have, led to a lot of these issues being avoided right now. But Brian pretty much said it could be pretty pricey and expensive to get the estimation, because what is it, all the asbestos that needs to be removed and whatnot? Boring and ridiculous. Yeah, this entire episode felt like that. Hayden. They wasted too much time showing the cars, and I noticed that too. I felt like there were more wide shots of the traffic than there were commercials. That's probably why the episode was so boring. This episode was so boring, I didn't even complain about the commercials, and that says something. I mean, that's the thing, though. Well, that's my stance on like prenups and whatnot. If if a woman really love, and the same goes for men, but we're talking like men and them bringing up the prenup. If a woman truly loves a man, there should be no argument signing the prenup. It's not a breach of trust, it's being responsible, especially if you have something to lose. Hayden wanting one, a posting up makes sense because according to him, they were high and drunk and they got married on the spot. And that was irresponsible. And he's trying to be. He should have easily said, well, I mean, if you want to stay married, it should be no issue. Because think of it this way: if you sign the papers and we're together because what's mine is yours. But if you don't sign it, it's almost like you're pretty much guaranteeing, oh, well, I only want to be with you so I can eventually leave and take half of your stuff. If you're not going to leave, if you're here for me instead of my money and my stuff, then you should have no problem signing. But that's just me. Sabrina needed to shut Maurice down. Maurice was just doing way too much. I mean, if I were Andy or Sabrina, I would have said, take Maurice away. Yeah, drop the charges, but just lock him up anyway. And the fact that he had the nerve to be offended when the DA said, be careful of the company you keep, that was just stupid. Like he didn't already know this is really his fault to begin with. I don't know. So the commercials were better than the episode. I haven't seen it yet. Melrose, you did not miss anything. I think I already said the highlights. Heather took Michael away. Sabrina and Maurice find out the charges were dropped. Tamara comes back and Hayden doesn't make her sign the post-nup. And that's really it. Those are like the three highlights. So that's all there is to say. I think Pam looked good. It was cool to see Jason Weaver. And that's about it. But yeah, this episode was pretty meh. The Oval was better than Sisters. I mean, the bar wasn't set that high. The Oval was all right. I wouldn't say it was a fantastic episode. It was a great episode. It felt pretty bland. I mean, just a lot of the same old, same old. Yes, I saw all the information about Zatima season 3. Videos will go up tomorrow. There were a lot of character descriptions dropped. Apparently, Zach is going to be arrested for murder. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, I agree. Zatima season 3, there's just way too much going down for any of that sisters drama to come in. Yeah, I was literally about to get to Heather because I tweeted this and I quickly put together a sneak peek video before the episode dropped because I took a nap from like 6:30 to like 8:35. I said, "Oh crap, did I miss the episode?" Okay. But yeah, the sneak peek. My question is this: how is Heather planning to get more money from Zach? Because I'm pretty sure she had signed the paperwork on the spot for the $2,000 a month. Now she's talking about, yeah, my coworkers, they told me about the situation, how I shouldn't sign anything and I should get way more money than $2,000 a month. So she doesn't want to you know, let him have Michael because no, I don't trust you. If you keep your son, if you keep the kid, how am I going to get the money? Yeah, she's going to end up with nothing because there's just way too much there's way too much evidence that would work against her. That's pretty much it. It just seems like a stupid way of extending the story. But on the production side, it's probably written this way so Michael won't be in a string of episodes. And that makes sense because I feel like Heather's probably going on the run. Like she's going to take Michael and just run away somewhere because we know that in the promo, Zach and Fatima are thinking about going back over there to get him, but when they get there, he won't be there. I think that Heather's doing this as a stall tactic until she gets her legal stuff together to face off with Zach in court. That's what I think. Yeah, Maurice was annoying. The less I say about Maurice, the better. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to see Sharon. Sharon's in jail. Lily is pretty much on lockdown in Donald's house. Kareem's in the hospital. Nancy's in the hospital. The best part of the Oval was the Rakadushi stuff. River and Mike talking for a bit. Daikon recognizing the first son on the spot. And that was pretty much the only highlights of the episode. Oh, and Dale going over to Alan's apartment for the box. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but that like female detective or FBI agent that was waiting, that's trying to help Alan, isn't she the same character from Ruthless that I stopped watching a while ago? So I don't know, but she looks familiar. I mean, I can see why some people would think Maurice is funny, but he just does way too much and it gets old fast. It's like, bro, just take one thing seriously. That demeanor and that mouth is how you got in this situation to begin with. I ain't gonna lie. That detective, the way she hemmed up Alan, that would have just completely turned me on the spot. I would have been like, you know what? I'll go wherever you want me to go because, good lord, that was amazing. Oops, sorry. Instagram. River has a crush on Jason. Yeah. My question is, what does the highest and Daikon plan to do now that they have the first son? Both the agents that were trying to help are ruthless. Okay, thank you. Thanks for clarifying that. I'm just looking at Instagram to see if anybody posted anything. Dang, I'm sorry, folks. This is going to be a boring live stream because these were just a couple of boring episodes. Preston and Danny, yeah, at the very end. I ain't gonna hold you. Tony's van looks a bit suspect. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That van had me going. Ah, I got a few questions, but I don't want them answered. So I ain't trying to judge, but I'm just saying. I mean, even Danny called out the van. That's what you call an assault vehicle. Regardless of what happens in the parking lot, Preston ought to just go back to the apartment, get his little bag of stuff, and just leave. There is no reason for him to be there anymore because it's clear Danny is entertaining other men. Yeah, you snatch people up. Yeah, it did give me Black Widow vibes. Ain't Tony married? No, he has an ex-wife with two kids. They had two kids together. Yeah, thank you. Maurice is just extra. Tony might be a cop with that van. Wait, I think no, I don't know if he's a cop. I know he has an office because season 7, Danny is supposed to go to his office, and that's where she runs into his ex-wife and meets the kids and whatnot. Also, Pam is kind of full of it. It's like one minute you're attracted to the contractor, but then you hear he's married with 7 kids, and then she's all judgmental. Oh, I don't want that Brady Bunch crap. What, they adopted 2 sets of twins and his sister's kids. I'm surprised Pam didn't say anything about that with Karen, the whole blended family thing. I really thought that was going to come up. I don't blame Pam on that one. Yeah, the green screen. We've seen worse. I ain't gonna lie, even the Marvel films haven't been looking that great, and they have $1 million and they have multi-million-dollar budgets. So I ain't gonna say nothing about Tyler. I don't think the Heather and Zach scene was really good due to the fact that the argument made no sense. I mean, Heather already signed the documents. There's a lot of evidence that Zach could pull against her, so it just makes no sense. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Tony not having another friend for Karen, best thing possible. I mean, props to Danny for, looking out for a girl, but nah, no guy deserves to be with that mess. I don't know I think Aaron might be gone. I don't know for a fact, but I think he might be gone. Have nots. I don't really think about that anymore, so I don't even want to bother with a timeline. Hang on a second. Let me look at my notes for the Oval. Like I said, there really isn't much to talk about. I gave that episode a 6 out of 10. That does seem a bit high, but I would rewatch the Oval episode after this week's episode of Sisters. I mean, yeah, aside from the brief trip to the Rakadushi compound. Oh yeah, I think the dumbest part about the Oval was that Hunter thinks it was Sam who was under the sheets with Victoria when the person hiding under the sheets was clearly taller than Sam. Yeah, I think a 6 was too high, but I've already recorded the video, so I don't care. It was probably more of a 4. I might make that correction in the comment section or something. I want to see why Bio's going off on Sabrina. I have no idea why. Everyone is taller than Sam. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, sorry folks. Ain't much to talk about. I mean, these episodes were just meh at best. I'm happy I watched them, got them out the way so the rest of the week I can do eBay stuff and knock these videos out pretty quickly. But apparently starting November 27th through December 23rd, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be filmed. Zatima season 3, the next season for All the Queen's Men, the next season for Assisted Living, the next season of House of Pain. Yeah, I don't know about the bio stuff. I don't know what's happening there. Next week should be good. I'm not holding my breath. Bio calling Sabrina out of her name is insane. Didn't he get the money back? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't know about the Barry storyline. I don't know where Barry is. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Priscilla's ridiculous. Sam's ridiculous. There's just a whole lot of ridiculousness. Like I said, the only reason I am watching the Oval is because Jason is at the compound and I want to see what happens with that. That's literally it. I don't I don't know. I think maybe because Heather didn't have a great upbringing herself, that the way she's doing Michael is nothing compared to how she was raised. I'm not trying to sympathize with her or excuse her behavior, but honestly, if she didn't grow up being treated better, it makes sense why she feels what she does with Michael isn't that bad. Yeah, I agree. I see why people slept on the Oval, but honestly, last week's videos didn't do half bad. The episode review and the trailer breakdown, they did pretty all right. I think he said he wants Alonzo dead, probably for snitching, either for telling it all or giving him bad drugs. Yeah, she said he gets it from Zach's side of the family. That was messed up. The Oval and Ruthless need to end. I agree. I agree. I highly doubt Robin is coming back. And yeah, Preston needs to go. Not that I dislike the character, but there's only so much disrespect you can watch a character go through. Like with Charlie Brown, there's only so many times you can see him get played by Lucy in that football to the point where it's like, okay, just stop. Just go home. I could be wrong. I mean, I was just tweeting randomly. I don't know. Did any of the cast members tweet tonight? I don't know if I saw that. Maybe somebody liked a tweet and I didn't notice it. I did get some house information today, though. I did get an update on the house. Yeah, Maurice spent way too much time on that train joke. That was the problem with this. Sorry. That was the problem with this episode. Too many scenes just dragged on a bit too long. I did chuckle when Zach was saying how this is what you do all day. Then why do you come home from work all tired? And I'm like, more often than not, it's because Fatima finds out some drama mid shift, or she goes into work carrying the weight of some drama from the night before, and as a result, she comes home tired. Oh yeah. So yeah, the closing's done. I contacted the electric company and filled out an application with them to create an account for the new property. And once that's done, they can come and remove the old power lines and whatnot. Um, so I did get an estimation on the house in terms of time frame, and they were telling me that it wouldn't be constructed slash delivered until late April, early May. And I'm like, man, that's like 6 months or something. I get it. These things take time. It's just that I was hoping by like March, maybe, but that isn't the case. So it's going to be a while where I'm still stuck in this, So that really stinks. The positive side is this gives me way more time to save up more money. I don't even have to worry about house payments until after, excuse me, I've already moved in. Um, do you mean my bedroom here or the bedroom at the new house? At the new house, there is way more space. And no, I am not setting up that new desk in here. That's staying in the box until I move. Yeah, the Maurice just brought down the episode score with each scene he was in. It was funny when Preston walked up. Yeah, just as like, so yeah, when things don't work out with Preston, you just let me know. I ain't gonna lie. Can you imagine how bad it would have looked if Danni playfully went inside of the van with Tony? That would have been wild. Yeah, I can save money. I mean, temporary, but it's like, come on. By that point, it would literally have been 3 years since I moved back from the apartment, because it was like June 2021 when my lease ended and I came here. Now it probably won't be until May 2024 when I'm able to move. So that kind of sucks. Even worse, my nephew will, in a few weeks from there, be off for summer break. So he's like, haha, now I can stay at your house all the time. No! Yeah, Robin K, you can literally skip this episode and you won't miss anything. You can just skip it. You can wait for my review. You can do or just read Twitter. This episode had just a little bit of nothing. I do like how what we got T from the Parkers in the Oval, and we got Marcus Henderson from Smart Guy and Sisters. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, he ain't go to jail yet. Do you know when the trailer is coming out for next week's episode? No, I have no idea. Yeah, the last 3 episodes have been mid. I'll wait for the trailer right now. Yeah, Sharon, you don't need to watch the episode. Yeah, I knew she lied about going to work early for Tony. The in credit promo, the most intriguing part was Bio calling Sabrina out of her name, but that's it. Things may speed up for you after the holidays are over. I hope so, but I am not holding my breath. That would be a miracle, but I don't know. I mean, at least by that point, hopefully I'll have my credit cards paid off and I'll be out of tax season. So hopefully that'll help out. Like I said, the fact that YouTube took that like $9,000 from July pisses me off because that would have set me up. I don't know if next episode is when they go to Jordan's place. I think it is, but I think it is because we do know that it's nighttime when Zach and Fatima want to go get Michael, so it might be next week. I don't think Heather said it like she knows Zach's side of the family, more so like, oh well, Michael, he didn't get that slowness from my side of the family. I don't want to hear anything if Danny gets into that and he kidnaps her. Again, just her own bad choices. And it's kind of ironic because what you got the Kiki Palmer. I mean, as soon as what was it a few days ago? It was the Kiki Palmer and her baby daddy, the abusive relationship thing. As soon as that started trending, I immediately thought Jonah and Danny. Just because I'll never forget the flack I got because I don't know. It's just the fact that I think there was more to that storyline than don't hit women. I think another important story beat was the importance of making good choices. And Danny is rather incompetent when it comes to making good choices with men. You know what? When Fatima was brainstorming how to deal with Heather, I'm thinking to myself, I wish you would think the same about Karen. Make a phone call. No, I don't think they're going back to the house. I think Heather is uprooting somewhere. She's going to be stalling until she gets her legal stuff in order. I guess Tyler will. I think Tyler wrote Preston that way to establish the difference between him and Danny, I guess. And I'm not trying to judge, but it's like with all the baby daddy drama that's been going on and Danny knows about it, I don't think hooking Karen up with somebody is a good idea. I know, and Pam just needs to quit. I mean, you were literally standing right there when the contractor said it could be bit timely with getting the estimation and it could be expensive. And she's asking about money. And like Karen said, didn't you say you were going to find a second job? I mean, what exactly are you supposed to do? Yes, to my recollection, there are female writers for season 7. We're gonna have some male and female writers. Didn't they say it was some homeless dude behind the salon that started the fire? So technically, it wasn't Pam's fault. If Pam got money for being nosy, she would be the richest character in the series. I don't think she's. If you go back to episode 1, the first scene with Karen was when she was at the clinic, and the doctor mentioned how she's past the point of less pregnancy risk for her age. So she may want to consider freezing her eggs. So, no, that rumor is, you can debunk it by episode 1. Karen was pregnant prior to the show starting. Now, you could retcon it, but I don't think, I mean, because that's episode 1, Tyler Perry could easily, you know, magic wand it away, but no. It's like this Penelope chick who is said to be very pregnant and is Gary's fiance. So I don't know. Miss Lisa needs to show up. Yeah, I knew Karen was going to be outside of Zach's house. I've been talking about that for weeks. Oh yeah, I knew she wasn't talking about Michael. You could tell by the inflection in her voice she meant her baby. On December 5th. How is she showing up when December 5th is a Tuesday and Sisters comes on Wednesday? Yeah, Gary has a pregnant fiance. Yeah, that would be a smart thing to do. I don't know. I like Sabrina's hair and the green dress she had on. Remember, Gary's kids was reworked to be one kid. Remember, Calvin even had a son too. December 6th Amendment. All I know is this: we got Zach and Fatima staging another kidnapping, and they'll do whatever it takes. Karen showing up is not the best idea. They are not going to be in the mindset to deal with her. So, Golden Girls. Yeah, she's something else, all right. Yeah, Pam definitely had more certainty in her voice that it was Aaron's baby than Zach's baby. So, Yeah, didn't Danny also say that she bets that it's Aaron's kid instead of Zach's? Man, how do I feel about Hunter waking up? Meh. I guess the doctor wasn't in the room because I doubt the doctor would let him get up. Because Maurice is annoying. Y'all think Pam saw the real results with Aaron? Nope. I don't know what Karen means half the time because she says one thing, but then next thing you know, she done changed her mind. So she's all over the place, mentally and emotionally. Yeah, they'll probably get their jobs back, but not until the end of the season, I don't think. Sisters gets a 3 out of 10. The Oval, I gave it a 6 out of 10, but I might just give it a 4. Sam and Priscilla's back and forth is annoying. Nope, I don't think Pam's been watching the camera. I do know that there are some new co-workers who will be introduced next season. Yeah, I forgot. I think that Sabrina's still in management though. I don't think I read anywhere she gets demoted. They really need to address that $77,000. Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing. I mean, Pam, you dressed up like you're going to the club, not a burnt down salon. But then again, they weren't there. She wasn't there to work. She was just there to meet with the contractor. And why does Karen keep wanting to run in the damn place? She knows she's 2 months pregnant. Go ahead and run in there with no mask or anything and see what happens. I think Karen is thinking she has a chance for baby Zach's, but that's not the case at all. Yeah, like I said, this back half of season 6 is going to be a bit of a drag. We got a lot of plot points to close up, new characters to introduce, old characters to show the door, and get ready for what's to come. But I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it. Yeah, and I agree. That's what makes Maurice insufferable. When the few people who actually give a crap and are trying to help you, you're being so rude. What salon do you know of that doesn't have insurance? Karen Salon. Yeah, that's stupid. For look, I know Tamara is fine as I don't know what, but for her to not, for him to like not push for her to sign is stupid. The biggest argument is, hey, I mean, she's trying to like emotionally manipulate him about, oh, well, you don't want to be married or whatever. And it's like, I mean, yeah, all you got to do is sign. That's it. Maybe Karen needs to apply for a business loan at the bank. I don't know. She not know 2 months pregnant. Hey, the dialogue says so. No, I did not hear about that. Are they doing like another for better or worse or something? If I were Andy, remember the only reason she's helping Maurice is because Sabrina is her friend. Yeah, I'm a bit perplexed by that too. Jordan should have called. Yeah, he was right. Fatima feeling bad, but then like a minute later, Hayden's going to be an asshole, and she'll be like, "You know what? I should have left him with Tamara." Oh yeah, hit the thumbs up button, folks. We only got 49 likes. Hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video because that helps with the numbers. Because shorts are the only things. And yes, don't worry, I am posting shorts, but remember, I am doing things by the book. I'm not just posting clips. Any clips or photos I use, I have my commentary. So don't worry. All the videos I upload are good. I've heard something about thumbnails though, like YouTube encourages users to have more dynamic thumbnails with editing and crap. But I also heard that despite having AI tools, YouTube is going to be, you have to identify whether or not your content was made by AI if it was. And remember, that was one of the issues with the demonetization. One of the agents thought that I was using AI because I post so much, which is stupid. I don't know if I'm doing an Instagram live. It seems rather redundant because there's nothing to talk about. Maybe I will. And somebody on Twitter asked me about interviews. Yeah, since the writer strike is over, will I be doing another DeVal interview or anyone else? I would love that. It's just that I don't think an interview is going to happen anytime soon with anybody because it's kind of like Black Friday for actors right now. Because with the studios and auditions everywhere, most people are probably in the zone for self tapes and whatnot. And it's been about a week, but I still don't know all the ins and outs of the agreement that they were able to get worked out. I've seen some actors post about how it's not a good deal. I've seen other actors who are like, "Look, hey, I'm just glad to be back at work." So I don't know. I don't know. I did a video on the interview thing too, but tell me who you want me to do an interview with. If you want to, go on Twitter or Instagram and tag the people you want, like, hey, KJ, do an interview with Jeremy, or hey, Victoria, do an interview. Like, hey, you know what? Try to make it happen. I mean, if the actors are available and they want to do it, hey, let's do it. But I'm upset though that the house thing is going to take a while because I was hoping to have my new office set up because this isn't exactly a professional setting. So, I mean, sure, we could do like a spaces interview or something, but I wish it could have been face to face. I mean, I know better is coming, but I'm still stuck with this for several months. So, yeah, this isn't like my apartment where it was like a big room and I can maneuver. I know you probably like Jeremy. Can't you get a more flattering angle in your room? No, no, it's very small and cramped. So, yeah. I mean, is this thing even going to last another what? We got to wait 6 months to see if Tamara takes Hayden's stuff. And then another 7 months if Karen even has this baby. There's just a lot of things that don't make sense. The promo is out for next week. Okay, let me check Twitter. Let me see if anybody sent it to me. If you're on Twitter, tweet it to me. If you're on Instagram, send it to me. I want to see the promo. Oh, that was quick. Okay, I see it. Hang on, it got to load. It's like 15 seconds.
Next Wednesday, they dropped the charges. It's a night of celebrations. And for a second date. And confrontations. How long were you standing there? Long enough. Tyler Perry for a second date. And confrontations.
It looks like Zach is leaving the house, and as he does, Karen is like walking away. So maybe she went up to the front door, didn't have the nerve to knock, and now she walked away and Zach came out. Uh, the ladies look good. Sabrina, Andy's in blue. Is Danny wearing camo? Yeah, the promo looks alright. Look, I'm not getting my hopes up because what the past few episodes have been duds. So if next week is good, I'll be happy. Yeah, that was a green screen at the airport. That was a green screen at the salon. She's dropping off a box. Well, I didn't catch that. I mean, what? Tony's texting in code so Preston won't find out if he sees it. That's messed up. It's like I always say, it's like, what kind of man or woman goes after someone who's already in a relationship? I don't respect people like that. It's time for a 9 out of 10 episode. Man, it's been a while since we had one of them. Danny better do right by Preston. No, Danny just needs to let Preston go. Or vice versa. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't watched Assisted Living in a long time. And yeah, I know they dropped information on new characters, but I'm not going to cover it. I'm no expert, but something tells me that since the charges are dropped, Andy, Robin, and Bio should all get their money back that they put up for the bail. I'm not going to get into too much of it, but I'm pretty sure you all saw the Will Smith trending topic. I mean, dang. It's like the past couple weeks, what was it? Jada's book. Then Britney Spears' book came in and took the thunder away from her. Then recently we had the Kiki Palmer baby daddy thing, and now we got Will Smith trending again. Yeah, Preston's about to be out of there. I ain't gonna lie, I will take a 7 out of 10 episode just because it's been kind of dry lately. Oh yeah, I forgot. I wonder if Laura's going to be in the next season of House of Pain or if she's gone for good. Yeah, I told y'all I ain't getting too much into the Will Smith stuff. It's just like I'm beyond tired. I'm at this point like, dang, can't catch a break. Yeah, I have no idea why Bio's going off. Don't call me anymore. You be. And Danny's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Calvin and Preston's leaving the show. I have no doubt. Okay, well, folks, there really isn't much to talk about here. I doubt I'm going to have a lot of videos dropping. I might drop a lot of shorts though, because shorts are getting traction. But like I said, don't worry about me. The shorts I post now, it's all good. Everything's abiding by YouTube. The shorts I post now, it's all good. Everything's abiding by YouTube's stuff. So it's not like I'm posting just clips or anything. But thanks so much for tuning in. Um, I highly doubt I will have any house updates anytime soon, because I called the people today and they were like, "Hey, the mortgage company, they finalized the documentation. You are officially good to go. All you got to do is wait for the construction." And like I said, I talked to the power company. Once that paperwork is processed, they'll take the power lines down, so the old house on the property and the trees can be cut and removed. So that's about it, you know. Well, yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Please watch the content I uploaded earlier today. Hit the notification bell, because that's going to help the algorithm out, and hopefully the channel can get back. It's doing pretty steady now, but it's still not at where it was prior to